fight better be a Bivol. It better be a Bivol. Would you look to fight him?
If I go up to 175, I'm gonna fight Bivol.
That better be a.
Bivol versus Beterbiev is hours away, but in the middle of everything Canelo's name is now becoming a focus. In a recent press conference ahead of Ball's fight against Beterbiev, Bivol was asked about the possibility of a rematch with Canelo, but then it only got more interesting from here.
Where's David at, though, bro? Where is David at, though, bro?
Why is Canelo picking and choosing? Why?
The fact is,
2 years after Dmitry Bivol's shocking win over Canelo Alvarez refused to lose, but he also never received all the money he was promised because he didn't go along with the plan, and this is the leading reason why Bivol is not chasing the rematch. As much Bahrain revealed this during an interview on the Spanish YouTube channel El Boxler. He claimed Bivol was supposed to receive between $5 million and $7. $5 million, but didn't take the money because it came with conditions they were forcing him to lose. But he never gave in Bahrain, said this claim is now spreading like wildfire, especially after sports podcasts picked up on the news, adding even more fuel to the controversy.
How strong is there a desire to go and have a second fight with Canelo?
I didn't take as a serious, to be honest, too much.
Fans are now questioning if the 2022 fight was more than just a fair contest. Canelo was a heavy favorite going in, with most people expecting him to dominate. Instead, Bivol completely controlled the fight, using sharp jabs and footwork to keep Canelo from landing anything meaningful. He won by unanimous decision, and there was no doubt he deserved it. But now the idea that BV's victory wasn't just an upset, it was a rebellion against outside pressure, has fans buzzing.
No, I try, but he started asking for other things and this and that and make everything hard for me. And then,
However, Canelo seems disgusted by the idea and claims there were no fixed win arrangements, and BV's one was purely out of his hard work. This isn't the first time there have been questions about BV's payment from that fight back in 2022. Ball told Russian news agency TASS that he hadn't received his $5 million payday at that time. Bivol said the delay was due to financial sanctions on Russia. Now Britain's comments are making people think something shadier was happening behind the scenes.
Not really doesn't interesting. He won a rematch. It's not surprise for me. It's okay because he is a champion. He lost his last fight.
The money situation for the Canelo Bivol fight was lopsided from the start. Canelo reportedly earned around $40 million for that fight, while Ball's contract promised a $2 million base purse and a cut of the pay-per-view revenue for a fighter who pulled off one of the biggest upsets in recent history. That payment already seems small. Many boxing insiders are now asking the same question. Was Bivol punished for winning? Some believe Canelo's team may have tried to protect their star by expecting Bivol to take a fall. It wouldn't be the first time boxing faced accusations of shady deals behind the scenes. Fans are no strangers to hearing about fixed fights, corrupt judges, or pressure from promoters.
Just one more from me. Beterbiev, Bivol, the rematch. What a great fight that is in Saudi. How do you see that playing out, Sal?
it's gonna be a really good fight again. Both are great fighters and
Do you see yourself fighting a light heavyweight again?
maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Meanwhile, Artur Beterbiev isn't wasting any time taking shots at Bivol. BBV, known for his aggressive style, both inside and outside the ring, has been taunting Bivol for months. He's claimed that Bivol is using all this heat as an excuse to avoid fighting him. He's hiding behind politics. Beterbiev's camp has said more than once whether or not there's any truth to that. Beterbiev seems determined to keep the pressure on.
Every fighter has that mindset. In fact, you are one of a few.
Some of them, they have. I don't
know what they have in their mindset, but I know this thoughts helps me to be more focused on the camp.
Canelo, on the other hand, is staying completely silent. He's focused on preparing for a potential super fight with Terence Crawford match that could be one of the biggest in years. But even though Canelo isn't talking about the Bivol scandal, it's clear it could hurt his reputation. Some fans are already questioning if Canelo's entire career has been carefully managed to protect his record, if there really was pressure on Ball to lose it, would raise serious doubts about the legitimacy of Canelo's other victories. Somewhere amid all the excitement, some are wondering if a rematch with former undisputed super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez will be possible. Cinnamon is coming off a one-sided unanimous decision when over former number one contender Edgar Berlanga on September 14th. Which fight was more difficult between Mayweather or Ball? And why I think both are similar, just a Ball is bigger. So I think we will on the same day, reports reveal Canelo is seeking a rematch with Bivol. In May 2025, given he beats Beterbiev, however, in a recent interview with Fight Hub TV, Bivol revealed the rematch is a closed subject. Dmitry Bivol is not thinking about Canelo Alvarez. During the interview, a reporter asked Dmitry Bivol about his plans after potentially claiming all the belts in the 175-pound division, specifically regarding a rematch with Canelo Alvarez, who has hinted at wanting another shot. Bivol, however, remained focused on his upcoming fight, saying, "I don't think about Canelo. Because I have my fight." It's worth mentioning that after BV's victory over Canelo Alvarez in 2022, there were discussions about a rematch, but they never materialized. Canelo attributed his performance in that fight to several factors, including a wrist injury he had sustained before facing Bivol.
Already know each other, and I'm in a new phase. I didn't lose before, but now I want a revenge.
He later underwent surgery following his third bout with Gennady Golovkin, which started a stretch of 3 consecutive wins. After the delay, Bivol revealed that he'd been waiting for a rematch with Canelo, but eventually grew tired of the inactivity about Canelo. "We had 1.5 years waiting. Does he want to fight?" Or, "He doesn't want to fight. It was only talks and nothing actions, nothing any negotiations at all. It's just a closed subject." Val told the reporter. Still, Bivol didn't completely rule out the possibility of facing Canelo again, adding, "I'm busy now with BBV." And we will see what will happen. Meanwhile, Bivol has revealed who he considers the tougher opponent between BBV and Canelo. BBV's honest comparison between Canelo and URBBV.
He's really tough. He's really strong. He's one of the strongest people.
January this year, Billy appeared in an interview with Matchroom Boxing, where he made a candid comparison between his upcoming opponent and former rival Canelo Alvarez. He explained, "To be honest, I believe this is the hardest test. Why? Because he's stronger. I know he's physically stronger than Canelo, the unbeaten Russian." Also emphasized that although BBV is often praised for his power, people overlook his exceptional technique, which makes BBV a well-rounded and dangerous fighter. Notably, Beterbiev had maintained a 100% knockout ratio and sent elite-level boxers like Joe Smith Jr. and Anthony Yurdy crashing onto the canvas. That being said, a potential win against URBBV may see Dmitry Bivol face to face with Canelo Alvarez one more time. Very strong punches, right hand. Even through my left, I have you see my thumb MHM is swollen because I was holding it on my head and he was beating on my hand. Dmitry Bivol has also given his thoughts on the upcoming mega fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, and as usual, his analysis hasn't been without controversy, having faced Canelo before. Bivol knows firsthand just how tough it is to face the Mexican legend, especially when moving up in weight. In this case, Crawford is making a significant jump from 147 lbs all the way to 168 pounds, while many are hailing Crawford for daring to be great. Ball's words hint at the brutal realities that come with such an ambitious move. Will he have enough time to get used to the power of similar guys, like Canelo? I don't know, but it's interesting. Fight Bivol highlighted the need for Crawford to get used to fighting at the bigger weight before stepping in with Canelo. He's big, but I don't know if he can make weight jump. Biv told Talk Sport the Russian skepticism isn't unfounded. Crawford has been dominant at welterweight, but jumping up 14 pounds without testing the waters is a massive risk Bivol didn't hold back in, stressing that this fight isn't just about skill, it's about adapting to the physical toll of fighting bigger, stronger opponents. Crawford's speed and agility may not be enough if he hasn't trained his body to handle the relentless pressure that Canelo is known for. Do fights like that help your legacy, or do you feel like that's something that's not worth it to you? Everything from my career, every fight make my legacy different. And better know Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but like I say, he's at weight classes. For a reason, I'm focused 100% on Bunga, and you never know what happened. Yet Bivol also compared this upcoming clash to his own battle with Canelo 3 years ago. He believes that Canelo's style will once again be aggressive, with the Mexican superstar looking to apply constant pressure. I'm sure Canelo will be the one who was pressuring Crawford, Bivol said. And he's not wrong. Canelo's bread and butter has always been his ability to walk down opponents, cut off the ring, and land devastating body shots. Crawford, on the other hand, will likely rely on his trademark adaptability and slick footwork to keep Canelo at bay. However, Bivol suggested that Crawford's ability to keep distance may not be enough. You need to get used to it and work with bigger guys. Bivol warned, is a subtle but pointed way of saying that Crawford's skill set, no matter how elite, might not overcome the sheer side difference.
That's something that's not worth it to you.
Everything from in my career, every fight make my legacy different and better. Terence Crawford is a great fighter. He's a good fighter, but like I say, he's a weight classes for a reason. I'm focused 100% on Berlanga, and you never know what happened.
Yeah.
Crawford's own confidence and his adaptability. I'm the type of guy who likes to feel my fighters out and adjust to what they're doing, Crawford told Boxing Scene. I think that's my greatest attribute. Indeed, Crawford's ability to read his opponents and adjust mid-fight is second to none. He's shown time and time again that he can figure out any style thrown at him. But Canelo is no ordinary opponent. The Mexican superstar has fought and beaten fighters of all styles and sizes, and his experience at 168 PBS gives him a clear edge. Crawford may believe in his ability to adjust, but whether that will be enough to overcome Canelo's power and experience remains the big question. The others say, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different. I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds, and we do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down. One of the most controversial aspects of this fight is Crawford's insistence that the doubters only fuel his determination. People say you're too small, or you're outmatched, or you don't belong in the ring with these types of fighters. Crawford said that's when great fighters perform their best. Crawford thrives on being underestimated. His demolition of Errol Spence Jr. was a masterclass in proving the doubters wrong. But Bivol subtly hinted at the fact that this time the challenge might be too great. There's a big difference between facing a fellow welterweight like Spence and stepping in with a fighter who has been dominating the super middleweight division for years. One good fighter like Eros SP is. But other than that, I don't think he's betting other great fighter like ESP Spence. He did a really good job with the Spence. He also alluded to the unique challenges of fighting Canelo style, while Crawford is known for switching stances and keeping his opponents guessing ball. Suggested that Canelo's pressure may neutralize those tactics. Crawford can switch all he wants, but if Canelo gets inside and starts landing to the body, those stance switches might not matter. It's a sentiment echoed by many in the boxing community. Crawford's slickness might not hold up under Canelo's relentless attack. They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight, and one he went up and lost. So let's not do that, Canelo. Interestingly, Bivol also mentioned how both fighters have sensational skill sets, which is what will make this fight such a spectacle. But even in giving credit to Crawford's abilities, Val seemed to favor Canelo's chances. After all, Ball knows better than most how Canelo can close the distance and make even the most built boxers uncomfortable. And with Crawford giving up size and power advantages, it's clear that he'll be walking into hostile territory when the fight takes place in Las Vegas. There's also the issue of whether Crawford's frame can handle the jump to 168 pounds without losing speed or stamina. I don't think it's a fight Canelo really wants, if I'm honest, because I think he feels like he won't get a lot of credit beating a lot middleweight fighters who bulk up too quickly, often find themselves slower and more prone to gas out. Canelo, on the other hand, has been comfortable at 168 pounds for years. He knows how to carry the weight, and his cardio has never been an issue. Even if Crawford enters the fight with his usual sharpness, the wear and tear fighting at a higher weight may take its toll by the later round. Despite all the doubts, there's still a sense of unpredictability surrounding this matchup. Crawford has made a career out of defying the odds, and his belief in his ability to make history is unshakable. If he can pull off the upset, it will be one of the most significant victories in modern boxing history, a legacy-defining win that could solidify Crawford as one of the all-time.
More aggressive, more smarter with defense, more pressure, more punches. Like, what does that look like?
Everything.
You train for everything?
Of course.
Yeah.